So Mutahar, as most of you guys know already, dropped a 1-hour video on Keffals. Keffals, if you guys don't know, is a controversial streamer, or I guess Twitter orbiter, who's been in the news recently for the past few years for all the wrong reasons. Muta's video in a nutshell basically talks about how Keffals is promoting a DIY hormone therapy, a do-it-yourself hormone therapy, to minors, and also ran a Discord server called Catboy Ranch, where in the Discord server it had alleged grooming in it, and he also touches on the fact that Keffals allegedly scammed her fans out of $100,000 in GoFundMe money, basically spending the $100K on drugs and not being too honest into where the $100K is really going. I suggest you guys watch Mutahar's video to get like a full in-depth detail into why Keffals isn't that much of a good person and probably somebody you shouldn't be trusted, because I can only explain so much in this video. But if you really want like if you want more details into like maybe I guess you can look at receipts and stuff like that, go check out Mutahar's video. His video is a banger. As soon as Mutahar's video goes live, Keffals immediately runs the defense by saying, "I understand people have criticisms of me. I don't think I'm above being critiqued. That said, was it really necessary to use a transphobic caricature of me in the thumbnail, while also not using my pronouns in the video announcement?" In Muta's video, it was stated that Keffals commonly uses transphobe as a way to deflect or hide from criticism, because as soon as you hear the word transphobe, everybody's going to be up in arms and then they're just going to attack without any facts and logic. And it's just so funny how Keffals would now cry transphobe right now in real time when Muta criticized her for literally doing what Keffals literally just did in this tweet right here. But we're going to look at Muta's video because Keffals claims that Muta was a bit transphobic while promoting his Keffals video. So let's read out Muta's tweet right here that the screenshot shows. Uploaded a new video regarding a serious fraud of an activist known as Keffals. Over an hour of deconstructing her various lies and examining her terrible lies will prove to you why she is a danger to people they represent and those surrounding them. So let's go back to Keffals' tweet. She claims that she understands the critique, she understands everything, why people think that about her, but she also claims that Mutahar wasn't using the right pronouns. Keffals, if you guys don't know, identifies as a woman, a trans woman to be in fact. I mean, like, there's literally this tweet of Keffals being like, my pronouns are she, her, or they, them. So you can either use she, her, or they, them as her pronouns. So, I mean, there is literally proof that contradicts what Keffals literally just said there. And also the funniest part about all this is that she got fact-checked by the Twitter fact-checker, basically saying, Keffals actually uses she, her pronouns, and I don't know what the fuck, whatever you're saying is freaking wrong. But what if I told you Keffals calling Mutahar transphobic blatantly without no proof is not the lowest thing she's done in that tweet so far? By far, there's another low that she has hit, and that is literally harass a guy off the internet because of the fucking arts. The picture on screen right now is a art made by an artist called Just a Worm, who makes Twitter arts of every I guess controversial or I guess internet influencer out there. He made some on Destiny, Sniper Wolf, and he also made some on Hassan Piker. So this guy has made art on I guess other public figures, and he happened to make one on Keffals, which Keffals didn't enjoy and now is spazzing out. So the harassment towards this guy Just the Worms got so bad that Keffals community literally got this guy to deactivate his Twitter account. First he went private, and now he completely like deactivated his Twitter account due to the amount of harassment this guy has received from Keffals' fanbase. And this is a common tactic to use against Keffals. This is a common tactic Keffals does when she ever receives criticism. She would send her fanbase to go and harass you, which, first of all, why would you do that? Second of all, it doesn't make your movement any better. It doesn't make you as a person any better. It just makes you look crazy every time someone just makes a critique video about you. People are going to view you as crazy because you're just gonna be like, oh, he's transphobic, and then just start a complete harassment campaign, and then, you know, it becomes a big mess at the end of the day. Now, what if I told you the harassment towards Mutahar, the harassment towards Just a Worm, aren't the only times Keffals attempts to trying to chase off the internet? Keffals' fan base also attempts to go after Mutahar's wife. Yeah, so according to these people, Keffals can do no wrong because now they're going after Mutahar's wife for, I guess, being a quote neo-Nazi, which I don't really see it. I don't see why people are calling her a neo-Nazi. And keep in mind, the people who are going after Mutahar, the artist that drew Keffals, and Mutahar's wife, all those people, I only see this on Twitter. I don't see this anywhere else, to be honest. I only see this on Twitter, which shows exactly where this whole echo chamber is only on. If Elon Musk just like destroys Twitter to the ground, it'll be perfect, and then everything would just honestly cancel Twitter in general. Keffals and her community would cry harassment every time criticism comes their way, but arguably they engage in much worse shit. As you saw, they literally harassed Just a Worm off the internet because of art that he makes. They also literally called Mutahar's wife a neo-Nazi. They also called Mutahar transphobic. All of this without any backing whatsoever. Keffals is what you describe as a crybully. A person who self-righteously harasses others or intimidates others while playing the victim, especially of a perceived social injustice. I mean, they're just another group of crybullies who can't cope with anyone else's views but their own. That's why they're doing this shit, because if Keffals were to be exposed right now, this would kind of shamble their whole entire reputation, which wouldn't it make more sense to sort of disavow Keffals, because all the stuff that Keffals is doing right now doesn't go with the whole trans thing. She just uses it as a shield to deflect criticism, to deflect any bad wrong that she's ever done, and that's pathetic. She did this with Ethan Klein, she did this with Mutahar, and she's definitely gonna do this in the near future. And the funny part about the whole Just a Worm stuff is that Keffals literally used Just a Worm's art in a thumbnail when talking about Vosh. So, who's the real neo-Nazi now? To those of you who are wondering if Mutahar's video made an impact on how people view Keffals as differently or not, well, someone from TYT, which is, I guess, a journalist's channel, or I guess mainstream media or some shit like that, made a video correcting the fact that Keffals is a fraud, because when the whole $100,000 Patreon thing happened, you know, when Keffals got like arrested and shit, this person was the first person to cover the whole thing, but now made a correction into, you know, the whole $100,000 bits in the whole story, now that she has more into the story that Keffals is a complete fucking fraud. Yeah, so I'm probably going to leave it at that, because if I go on for the entire Keffals saga, it's probably going to take an hour. This video will probably be an hour. So, what have we learned from this story? Keffals is basically your elementary school bully. She acts all tough, she literally pokes the bear, pokes everything, pokes fun at you, pokes fun at everybody. But as soon as you poke back at her, then she runs, she cries like a little bitch, and then, you know, the whole cycle repeats itself. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out all my other videos. I recently made a video on Baby Gronk, who is being used by his dad for views and clout, which is kind of pathetic. Or you can check out the video I made on a YouTuber who faked a miscarriage for Patreon supporters. Very scummy stuff. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.